Hey, what is it, guys? Welcome back to my channel, Mr. Circle Coy. And yeah, so let's talk about the Gaming Awards. So I watched it, and I thought, wow, this is actually a pretty good Gaming Awards with its reveal. In this video, I'm not going to talk about who won and shit, but the only category I will talk about is Game of the Year. That's the most important one. So, surprisingly, It Takes Two won. Yeah, I was as confused as everybody else. In my live stream, It Takes Two. I think I forgot that was in the list, and I didn't even mention no, that's not gonna win. I just didn't even, acknowledge that it was in the list. So I thought Deathloop was gonna be the game that's gonna win most of the awards, like how Last of Us did last year, but it didn't actually. It actually won for what was it called, art design. I'm like, what? Like, my brother told me, wait, where's Guilty Gear for this? I'm like, yeah, that actually makes more sense for that to be nominated and win than Deathloop. So I thought either Deathloop, Metroid, or Resident Evil was going to be the winners. But It Takes Two. And, yeah, very surprised. I was really confused. When they announced that it won and the director came out, and I'm like, oh my god, this guy, holy shit, I forgot he was the guy who made this game. And then I actually got happy for him. It was like, you know what, I'm gonna stop hating, I'm gonna stop questioning, and just let him have this W. It's really funny because, this is the guy who said, fuck the Oscars, which was a very big highlight. I think it was that happened like in 2018. And he won the award for Game of the Year. It's very poetic. So again, I gotta say, this has got to be one of the worst years for gaming. Now, I'm not saying all these games were nominated were trash. It did really felt like there wasn't enough to make some list. It's like sometimes it's like, oh yeah, this game is this game, like Ratchet and Clank, really that got nominated for Game of the Year. And like I said, if you played one Ratchet and Clank, you basically played them all. So enough of that, let's talk about the reveals. So the first reveal was Hellblade, and man, that shit's looking good. I was slightly disappointed because I was hoping for gameplay. Now, they did show gameplay, but it was more like a set piece, it was nothing really special, showing off, combat or just anything. It was just her running, and then, a cutscene happened and shit, so it looks really good, but, hopefully the next time they show, the mechanics and, fighting and combat and shit, The second game they revealed was Star Wars Eclipse. So, the graphics in this looked really good. I thought, all right, this is gonna be, CGI trailer. It's not really showing the gameplay, just showing, oh yeah, this game is gonna exist. But this is coming from Quantum Dream, so it's like, all right, this is just in-game graphics then, because they have a history of making good, graphics, but their gameplay is not, the action adventure game, every game has. It's more like, story based, and it's the choices in there really matters. So it's not really anything intense gameplay. It's more like the choices. So yeah, I believe those are going to be the graphics in that game. So yeah, I was really at first I was disappointed. I was like, man, I wanted to be a Jedi and fucking cut people. But really thinking about it, I'm like, you know what, I would be open with this, This looks like this is this is like the old Republic era, or maybe pre that. I don't know. I don't know too much about Star Wars history, but yeah, very interested in this era because I don't know too much, so everything is gonna be new for me. The next reveal was Alan Wake 2. This is gonna be great. Man, I actually liked Alan Wake 2. Alan Wake was the sleeper hitter. Like, it was one of Remedy's best games, but it was just very underrated. It's like, it wasn't as appreciated as it should have been. So this is supposed to be more like a horror survival game, so it's gonna be more like Resident Evil and Dead Space 2, hopefully. Because in the first Alan Wake, it was like that, the gameplay mechanics and all that, but like the bullet management and the, what do you call it? Your inventory space wasn't as, big of a deal in those games. So, hopefully, it's more like a sandbox, the world, and way more like variety enemies in that game, because in the first one there wasn't much, maybe two of them, and then at American Nightmare there was a little bit. There was actually way more. It was almost like with the Resident Evil action, but there wasn't as much of a survival type of feel. So yeah, very excited for this second one. Come out in 2023, man. Loki, I wanted to come out tomorrow. Like, I said the same thing with Spider-Verse, saying, "Oh man, 2 years, that's way too long," and then the pandemic happened. So, there's a new variant right here, so it's probably gonna feel way shorter the year. So yeah. Then after that, they showed Sonic the Hedgehog 2 trailer. Now before that, Ben Schwartz, the guy who voiced Sonic, he was doing his comedy lines and shit. Then after that, Jim Carrey came up. I think it was like a Zoom call, and then he was he was doing something. I don't know what the fuck he was doing, but it was cringy, but I'ma let him pass. He made me laugh when I was a child, so I'm gonna let him pass. So yeah, they showed the trailer. In the beginning, it was making it seem like, oh, he's a superhero. So far, I'm not enjoying the concept where he's in our world. I don't know. It just feels lazy. They're not really doing anything. He's just more like hanging out. But yeah. And then at the end, they showed off Knuckles, and then you get to hear some lines. Him as Idris Elba. But I don't hear too much to where, I could say, oh yeah, this is perfect role. Like, I want to hear more lines, so to hear his voice more. So yeah, and some people, they're already, going back to those old tweets where they're saying, oh, Idris Elba's not going to put his sexy voice, and people are like, well, this aged poorly. Then after that, we got a trailer for Cuphead, The Delicious Last Course, and finally revealing the release date, which is June 30th, 2022. So yeah, I'm very excited for this DLC. I really thought they might have just, maybe not released this, but I knew they wouldn't, because, they got to put a lot of effort, because, they're hand drawing it, all the animations. So, they can't just be halfway there saying, you know what, I don't want to do this. It's like, oh, you don't want to do this? So all those years of drawing, you're just going to say, fuck it? And then after that, they showed a new Sonic game, and I did not give a shit. Even in the trailer, it was dropping, less than 30 FPS. So, even the game doesn't even believe itself. After that, Hideo Kojima came out in the Gaming Awards and just promoted Guillermo del Toro's new movie by showing the trailer. It was really weird, I was hoping, maybe DLC for Death Stranding or a new game he's going to be revealing. No, it's just a movie that's going to be coming out. And it's like, all right, why are you showing a movie in the Gaming Awards? And then after that, Guillermo del Toro was one of the announcers for that, for whatever game he's going to be, saying who's going to win. And it was like, wait, why didn't you do it? Why did you have your friend do the shit you should have done? It was really weird. And then Guillermo del Toro, he hinted Silent Hill. Was like, Silent Hill, pretty good game, Then maybe someone should be making it, It was fun. I laughed out loud when I heard him say that shit. Then after that, Space Marines 2 was revealed, and I it looks really good. But I remember when I was a kid, I really wanted to play the first one. But, it was around the 360, and then I just never got to play it, and I just forgot about the game. Now thinking about it, I'm like, oh, wait a minute. Okay, I'm actually thinking about buying it for the PC. I probably am, So, yeah, I'll try that out and maybe talk about it. Or it will be one of my background videos that I do. But, yeah, it looks really good. And then the last one is the Halo show. I don't remember what it was called. I'm not gonna even pull it up. But yeah, I I didn't even notice it got revealed. It was very short. It was like a minute long. They were teasing that it was gonna be revealed in the Gaming Awards, but I just never saw it. I don't know how I didn't saw it. because it was just short, and maybe I turned around, someone was calling my name, and then it just happened and just went through. But yeah, but look at the trailer. The teaser didn't really show us much, but the trailer didn't even show us much. So I don't got nothing to say. So yeah, that's all of the reveals in this gaming awards. This gaming awards was actually pretty entertaining. Not as much cringe as the last ones. It's been getting better. There was a few of them. There was the Shang-Chi actor that was trying. I don't know what the fuck he was doing. He was trying to be funny, I guess, and that was just cringe the entire time. Like, just reveal the fucking nomination. God damn, just say the fucking, just say the winner. It was just cringe, and that's about it. That was the only cringe thing I could remember, and also the Jim Carrey thing. That's about it. It was cringy, but yeah, overall it was pretty entertaining. I had a fun time. I watched live streamers that I always watch, and they had a fun time too. So it was entertaining, and yeah. I think that's all I gotta say. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like, comment, subscribe, follow me Twitch and Twitter. Twitch and Twitter. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. And a bye.